Do you know what would happen if you decided to stop eating sugar for 20 days? Would you lose weight? Would you have more energy? Or would you collapse without that sweet treat after lunch? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly what happens when we stop eating sugar for 20 days. Without crazy diets, without counting calories, just by cutting out the world's most consumed modern villain, sugar. So stay until the end, because at the end of the video, I'll tell you what you can do on day 21 to turn into a new lifestyle without suffering. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and activate the bell because every week there's new content about health, energy, and longevity. Activate the bell because every week there's new content about health, energy, and longevity. Now let's get to the main topic. So 20 days isn't random. No studies on taste retraining. Binge control and habit breaking show that 18 to 21 days is the average time the body needs to reset sugar addiction. During this time, many things happen inside of us, but let's see the three main ones. Your taste buds adapt. Our taste buds were literally designed to seek out sweetness. It's encoded in our DNA. When we consume ultra-processed foods with added sugar, our taste buds stop working. They become dull and less sensitive, losing their ability to perceive the 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and savory. We are then forced to constantly seek higher doses of sweetness to get the same pleasure hit. In fact, when you feel like you need a cookie or chocolate mid-afternoon, you're not craving the food itself. You're actually craving the refined sugar that's in that food. And guess what? After 20 days without sugar, they come back to life. When you eat a fruit like a mango, it tastes intensely sweet and pleasurable. Ultra-processed foods suddenly seem artificially too sweet. So much so that you can't finish a chocolate bar and end up throwing it away. Your dopamine levels regulate. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger in the brain that plays a key role in motivation, reward, and pleasure. How does it work? Let's say you choose to have a cookie instead of having an apple. That decision triggers a spike in dopamine in the brain. This causes a state of satisfaction and pleasure that tells your brain, I made the right choice. Repeat this action. However, over time, the more sugar you consume, the more your brain gets used to that high dose of dopamine and starts asking for more. It's like turning up the volume on your stereo. At first 100 decibels was really loud, but now it's just normal. But what happens when you lower the volume again? Remember that scene in the movie Almost Famous where the lead singer says you can't turn down the radio? Gotta turn up the quiet parts? Well, something similar happens in your brain. If you were listening to music at full blast, even when you turned down the volume, it would still sound louder than before you started blasting the music. So when you stop eating sugar after 20 days, your dopamine levels return to baseline, meaning you can enjoy everyday activities and foods as if they were exciting and pleasurable for the first time. And you begin to regain control of what you put on your plate. When you stop eating sugar, you stop being dependent on it. There's no more need to carry snacks to work or to give in to cravings during the afternoon slump. This is because sugar causes your blood glucose and insulin levels to rise, creating an energy peak that ends up leaving you exhausted, a phenomenon known as a sugar crash. You start to notice that your energy is more stable throughout the day. You wake up feeling better without that morning heaviness. And that 10 a.m. snack or afternoon chocolate bar is no longer necessary. Also, you will discover that you eat less because the hunger hormone, ghrelin, stops playing hide and seek with you. This is because insulin spikes and drops sabotage your satiety hormones, making you feel hungry all the time. So what actually happens to your body without sugar? Here is a breakdown of what to expect day by day. Days 1, 2, 3. Withdrawal. Expect headaches, fatigue, and moodiness. Yes, sugar acts like a drug. You literally go into withdrawal. Your brain craves that quick dopamine hit. Imagine trying to turn off the Wi-Fi in the middle of a game. Your body freaks out. But the good news is it passes quickly. Days 4 to 7. Mental clarity begins. Your energy stabilizes. You wake up feeling better without that morning heaviness. You start to realize you don't need that 10 a.m. snack or that afternoon chocolate bar. You also notice that you're thinking more clearly, concentrating better and making decisions with more accuracy. Your vision is clearer and your mind sharper. Days 8 to 14. The body starts burning fat with the drop in insulin. The body begins to access fat as an energy source. So you may experience weight loss, reduced bloating, improved skin, and a reduction in food cravings. You might find that you're automatically losing weight without even counting calories. In short, the tables have turned. You're no longer a slave to food, you're in charge. Days 15 to 20. The palate reset. Fruits now taste sweet. Ultra-processed foods become artificially too sweet. Cravings practically disappear. At this point, even a strawberry seems like a gourmet dessert. So what benefits do you get after 20 days without sugar? More energy during the day, deeper sleep, less inflammation in the body, improved focus and productivity, clearer skin, improved digestion, and automatic weight loss without counting calories. Studies show that a sugar-free diet can reduce inflammatory markers by up to 30% in less than 3 weeks. So what exactly should you avoid for these 20 days? Foods to cut out for 20 days. White sugar, brown sugar, demerara sugar, honey, agave syrup, soft drinks, processed juices, cakes, cookies, ice cream, chocolates, ketchup, barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, and healthy yogurts with artificial sweeteners. What can you eat? Fruits in moderation, vegetables, protein, good fats like avocado, olive oil, and eggs, water, unsweetened tea, and black coffee. Remember, the focus isn't on cutting out carbs, it's on cutting out added sugar. And what do you do on day 21? You have 3 options. 1. Go back to sugar. I hope not. 2. Maintain the 20 days as a periodic detox. 3. Do what I recommend. Create a new relationship with sugar. The idea isn't to never eat sweets again. The idea is to not be held hostage by them. Tip: adopt the 90-10 rule. 90% of the time, you maintain clean habits. 10% you allow yourself consciously. Now tell me in the comments, could you go 20 days without sugar? Have you tried? What part would be the hardest for you? If this video helped you in any way, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's always saying just one more sweet treat. And leave a comment. #DESAFIO if you'll try this challenge with me. And activate the bell because in the next video, I'll show you how to overcome your sweet tooth once and for all without medication and without suffering.